Oh, hey, I've got a special guest with us today, Hans Bjordahl. Now, folks who are friends of mine from campus will probably remember Hans from the days when he was the man behind Where the Buffalo Roam, which was a very popular strip that I don't know, how long did you do it for? I mean, you came out with two books. I think I got this one and another one somewhere.
Yeah, I did. I wrote that script for about 6 years. Yep.
Right. And when I grabbed this off of my shelf, I just grabbed a random page. Honest to God, I just took a random page and popped it up. And it was a look back at the Republican National Convention. And there's this moment in the panel where it says, "These people will chant anything, won't they? Moo shoo pork, moo shoo pork." And I just thought, wow. It made me think of lock her up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're prescient.
And that would have been that probably was from the 88 Republican National Convention, which was the highbrow Republican National
highbrow
Convention
compared to what it is now.
The brainiac
it's evolved to now. But all right, listen, we're not going to talk politics because I'm here because as the director of the International Film Series, we've got this little thing going on where if you go to internationalfilmseries.com and click on a movie to watch, the distributors will split the proceeds with the International Film Series 50-50. And I basically let some friends know, hey, if you ever actually watch any of the movies on the International Film Series site, let me know. And if you feel like coming on for just a short little bit to give it a plug, please do. And Hans basically said, yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
So you picked, what was the title of the one you got?
It's called, the English version of the title is Someone Somewhere. And the French,
you know what?
title.
Someone Somewhere. Let's go to a quick trailer and then people can get your feedback. Ready?
La position dans laquelle vous vous sentez le mieux, c'est la position de leader, de suiveur. D'accord. C'est une question.
Vous vous dites que c'était une vraie rencontre?
Mais c'est quoi pour vous une vraie rencontre?
Comment vous expliquez cette crise de panique dans le métro?
Une dépression?
Peut-être.
Non mais c'est quand même dingue de tomber sur quelqu'un qui a vraiment mais rien à dire. Il a pas parlé pendant 1 heure. Ah, si, à un moment donné, il m'a dit...
J'ai l'impression que ça fait des années que je te cherche, quoi.
L'angoisse.
Tu te rappelles pas tourner, hein? Karine, tu vas te rappeler Karine Pélisson.
Ah,
la grande... Non, elle était grande.
D'accord, alors...
Brune.
Ouais.
Brune, elle avait les... Tu sais, elle avait les...
Ah, des boucles.
Non, les...
Ah, des dreads.
Non, des soucis dans sa tête.
Non, mais ça, c'est pas vous, ça.
Ah bon? C'est quoi, moi, alors?
Il y a pesto et pesto.
Il ne suffit pas d'avoir compris le problème pour pouvoir régler le problème. En même temps, il est absolument nécessaire d'avoir compris le problème pour pouvoir le régler. Le problème.
Ah non, pas ça. Ça, c'est pas vous, ça.
Faites confiance à la vie.
Et vous avez le droit d'être heureux.
Vous avez le droit d'être heureuse.
Bah oui, tu vois, hein. Tout arrive.
All right, we're back. So that was Someone Somewhere. And what made you pick this one?
So one, I think I want to give a shout out to International Film Series, and there's some really great stuff up on that website. And even with all our streaming channels, there's just a lot of garbage, right? That on my TiVo, and I do enjoy garbage on occasion, right? It does cleanse the palate, but International Film Series has tons of great. I didn't mean this to be an ad per se, but it's got all this really cool stuff that you're not going to see on your usual streams. So you should check it out. I did. This one leapt out at me.
Yeah, it's called, because what they're doing is it's called theatrical VOD. So it's most of these things are things you won't get on Netflix, and it's their titles that normally during a normal non-COVID time would have been exhibited at your local independent art house theater. So it's theatrical VOD, and thank you for checking it out. But yeah, go on.
Kind of winnowed it down to 3 movies that looked interesting. Picked this one out of the mix. It seemed like a kind of a fun romantic comedy, also set in Paris, which is, a very cool city that we can't go to right now, right? Because we're country non grata in Europe. We're not supposed to get political. It's really hard.
Yeah.
But, it's, so I thought I'd take a virtual trip and check the movie out. The French title is Du Moi, to me. I'm not sure how that translates to someone somewhere. Maybe it's an idiom that's how it's supposed to translate.
Yeah.
But I found I really liked it. It's not the fastest paced of movies, but that kind of pace was something I was in the mood for. And it's about a man and a woman, both in their 20s, who just happen to live next door to each other on the 4th or 5th floor of a Parisian apartment building and don't know it, right? They haven't met each other. So it follows their parallel stories. And you get the sense that because it's kind of set up as a romantic movie that they're going to intersect paths eventually. You get that sense.
Yeah.
But it keeps you waiting for that moment to the point where you're not quite sure it's going to happen. And the movie is confident enough in its telling that you're thinking like, maybe it's not going to happen. And that's the story of the movie. And so I'm actually going to not tell you if it happens.
That's fair.
Because that's why you're going to watch it, to see if it happens.
And the director, I think, is Cedric Clapiche. He's got like, looks like 25 other features that he's directed. And I see that there's 1 or 2 titles on his IMDb page that look familiar that we've probably shown at the International Film Series before. So for those of you who are hungry for a little taste of Paris, and given that, as Hans said, you know, we're non grata in the EU,
right?
Then this is a chance to check out Paris and have fun with a romantic comedy. Again, that was Someone Somewhere, and you can catch it on internationalfilmseries.com. And I want to thank Hans Bjordahl for coming on to plug it, and hopefully I'll tag you on the social media. Yeah, I've broken my embargo on Facebook just mainly for this, so that I can plug it. So thank you for joining me on that adventure. And
absolutely,
you'll see some other titles, and you'll come back. We'll have you back. So
great, sounds good.
Cool. All right, thanks again, Hans.
Thanks, Pablo.
All right, take care.